CCTV Camera World is proud to provide support for products purchased from our website. If you purchased your product from another vendor, please contact the vendor you purchased from for further assistance.
Our Avalonix Premium Series IP cameras are the pinnacle of surveillance. Most of them provide smart detection features that allow you to set up rules and customize your surveillance and have more accurate alerts than plain Jane motion detection. Some cameras even provide human and vehicle filters for even more accurate detection. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the computer software on your desktop or laptop to receive alerts and automatically pull up video when one of your cameras detects an event. And this could also be used alongside the mobile alerts when using the Premium Series Avalonix smartphone app. First, I'm going to show you how to access the NVR to configure a rule in the web interface. So here I have the PC software already downloaded and installed. And then I also have a web browser open in the background. So first, I'm going to type in the IP address for my NVR. If you're unsure what the IP address for your NVR is, you can go up to your NVR with the mouse and monitor interface and navigate to the network settings that are at the bottom left-hand side, typically, of the main menu. Like I said, I've typed my IP address into the web browser, then I'm just going to hit enter on my keyboard to get to the web interface. Of course, I'm going to need to type in the username and password. I'm just using the default username and password that's found on a label on the top of my NVR. So I'm clicking login after entering in that information. And then first, to set up a rule, I need to go into the AI tab from the main menu. The AI search would be if I already had a rule set up and had recordings to search for, so I need to go to the parameters tab to set up a rule. First, I need to go into the Smart Plan tab to make sure that my channel that I want to set the rule up has a Smart Plan enabled. So here I have the IVS Smart Plan enabled. This is the features that are available on my camera. So when I go to the IVS tab, it'll pull up video. I already have an intrusion detection rule, but I'm going to delete it. Click OK at the bottom right hand side to save. And now I'm going to go ahead and create the simpler kind of rule, which is a tripwire rule. So I need to click the plus button. The default rule type is tripwire. I could name it if I double clicked on it and wanted to name the rule. However, I'm just going to draw a line right here in the center. So this will capture any traffic, whether they're walking on the sidewalk or if it's a vehicle on the street. Now you'll note that this camera does not have the human or vehicle filters, but if it did, I would be able to choose those here, and then it would only detect humans that are crossing on the sidewalk, or if I selected vehicles, then it would only trigger when a vehicle crosses the line. Now that I have this simple rule set up, I now finally need to click OK at the bottom right hand side, and you'll note there are other triggers available here. But this video, I'm focusing on the PC software, so these triggers would be from the NVR. So now that I have the rule here, those two vehicles crossing it would have caused the rule to trigger, and I'll show you how you can automatically pull up video and get alerts on the desktop using the PC software. So I have the PC software open, as I mentioned, and first I need to make sure that I'm logged into my recorder, and you would have added it in the devices page following the video in the PC software guide for how to add a device. But once I've added my device, I can go into the live view under operation. It's going to open a new tab. And your NVR may be in a group or it might not be in a group. Mine is in the office group. And here I see I'm already logged in because there's a caret icon. So if I right click and log out, it's going to log the software out of my NVR, meaning I can't access the camera and I can't enable any alerts because I'm not logged in to the NVR. So you do need to come to the live view page and right click and log in. You can also log in from the devices page using the little door icon, but it is easier to just go to the live view page, right click, and then click login. So you should see a caret icon as I mentioned, and when you click on it, you will see that you have a camera. So if I pull this camera in, here's the video from my camera. Here's my IVS rule or smart detection rule overlaid on top of the video, meaning that this rule is active and will be detected. So I can close out of this video. And now to get alerts from the software, I'm going to hit the plus icon. Under the configuration section, it's going to open a new tab in event config. Once again, I need to use the drop down menu for the group that my NVR is in, and then once again drop down my NVR. So if I wanted to set up any of these alerts from my NVR, I could do that. However, in this video, I'm focusing on the smart detection alerts. So I need to click on the channel where I have created that rule. And here you see a long list of different features that some of our cameras may have. But you'll note under the IVS alarm, we have the rule that I set up, which is a tripwire rule. So I need to click on tripwire to enable and configure alerts on the software for the type of smart detection rule that I've set up. So now you'll note I need to enable it at the top. So I'm going to do that. So make sure that this is enabled. In other words, make sure it's blue. So any of these that are enabled will be blue. So you could set up an alarm sound, which, by the way, you could upload a custom sound by going into the settings of the software using this gear icon. Then making sure that you click on the event tab. And then under global event, you would come to the right-hand drop-down menu. Choose your type of event. There are default sounds that sound robotic. You could record your own sound with a recording software like Audacity or the built-in sound recorder in Windows. And then you would just need to save it as a .wav file. Click the folder icon. Navigate to that file in my downloads folder under audio file. And this is me saying tripwire, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this rather than the built-in sound file. And then I need to click save. So it's going to apply and save that system config. So now I have the alarm sound enabled. And I could also click the send mail option. You will have to set up your SMTP or email settings in the system config. However, I'm going to focus on the alarm sound and pulling up video automatically. So I have alarm sound enabled. I'm going to click save just to make sure I save this before moving on to the link video tab. And by the way, you can also schedule these in the defense time tab. So link video tab, once again I need to go to my NVR, and you may have just heard the tripwire come through because the vehicles in the background here on the web interface are going through my rule, which means that the PC software is getting alerts from the rule. So now when I select my NVR, I can pull my camera into this grid. I could also modify this grid by clicking the pencil icon. Let's say I wanted to bring it into full screen. So I bring it into full screen, tripwire. Click save. Once again, you might have heard my voice saying tripwire. And now I can double click on this stream type to bring up the main stream. So you also note that the other two options here that may be useful to you are the duration or the record option. And if you wanted to delete the autoplay, then you would click the X under operation and then make sure you click save. And because the Postal Service man here is breaking the tripwire rule, this PC software automatically pulls up the event. And this is a busy street, so there are a lot of tripwire events occurring. And as long as these events are occurring, this window will come up here. You'll get the audio alerts. And this makes it very efficient so that you don't have to sit here and watch your cameras. You can just have the software running passively in the background while you watch a video or play a video game. And then the system's going to automatically pull up that video and alert you with an audio sound file. Tripwire. Hopefully this video gives you a good overview of the Avalonix Premium Series brand IVS rule and how you can use the PC software to easily pull up video and get an audio alert of the event that occurred. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.